When I came here, I had a lot of experience in the field, doing things with my hands, the labor portion of it, I think that my ability or my experience of actually having done things helps me relate really, really well with the guys that are on the ground. And I think that's part of what makes the relationship between myself and contractors work well. I know what they've been through. I've done those things. I know how 104-degree summer day works and what kind of things it does to your brain. That's probably the biggest part of my growth is knowing that people do things. Sometimes they do them a little bit different than I would do them myself, but as long as we're achieving our goal and getting a great product, I'm good with that. The way that we try to approach everything is, if this were mine, how would I treat it? And that's what I tell everyone. When I have those first few meetings with them, I'm telling them, guys, this is my house. This is what I would do. And most of the time, if it comes down to a situation where there's a big question or it's an emotional decision, I'm just like, hey, this is what I did in my house. This is exactly how it looks. That's the approach I've taken, and I feel like that's worked well for us. I'm passionate about it. I want it to be great. I'm not really looking for praise per se. I'm more so just wanting to know you like it. When I end a project or when somebody moves in their home, I'm happy to know, hey, this is awesome. This is exactly how I wanted it to be. This is where I want to be and spend many, many years. To me, that's the greatest compliment I can possibly get, other than I live my life for God, and that would be that's the top one for me. So I am thrilled to be in a position where I can live out my faith. I can do it every day. There's not only no pushback, but it's explicitly encouraged. And my faith isn't something that I'm, slamming on people that are around me. It's what fuels me to be the best that I can be. And I'm not just doing it for myself or for Real Estate Homes. I'm doing it to please my Heavenly Father. And that's what I want most of all. And I think that affects how we do work, right? When I say we want to do things right, that's why. And that's the model that we live. I think that our reputation is built off always wanting to do the right thing. We want to build a great product. We want to do it the absolute best of our ability. But the one thing I've learned with Will specifically is that even if it costs us sometimes, we're going to do the right thing. There are always challenges in that field. When you've established that type of reputation, especially in a smaller community where things get out quickly, that's our number one asset. When people talk about Will Estate Homes, it's in the highest regard. They often think that we're the most expensive. That's not necessarily the case. I just feel like we're the most honest when it comes to what things actually cost. But, in the end, if there is a difference of opinions, we're usually working to remedy that in the most economical and fair way. Like I said, sometimes that's not to our benefit, but if it's the right thing to do, it's exactly what we will do. And I know that, and it's happened over and over and over again in the last 20 years.